3 levels of support. In normal circumstances, local areas have a structural support, maybe counsellors, ministers, pastoral care workers. And yet, even then, needs often exceed the resources available. In addition, there are helplines, including Premier Lifeline, and an assortment of specialist services as well. However, in exceptional circumstances, the need goes far beyond the support that could be offered. Call and Care recognises the continued need for specialist support, but we are proposing 2 further levels of social contact support. Level 1, Call 5. Open to anyone and everyone to play their part. Level 2, Call and Care. A locally coordinated call-out initiative based on these training videos. Level 3, Specialist support, which will continue and does continue through the normal support channels. And yet we are saying have levels 1 and 2 in addition to that. Level 1, Call 5. This is where we encourage everyone to consider who they know, from their friends, family, and community. And think about who would welcome a telephone call, a friendly voice, and someone to talk to during this challenging time. Just that sense of company is so important to someone who's feeling isolated. It really helps to be remembered. We're asking everyone to choose 5 people, friends, family, other contacts, and to commit to call them over the coming weeks to ensure they know someone is there for them. Although this is primarily a telephone-based project, it can also include contact through Skype, FaceTime, Zoom, text, email, or letter, whatever is the preferred contact method for the people involved. Why Call 5? Well, we have 5 digits on each hand. Looking at our hands, it is an easy way to remember who we are committing to call. You allocate 1 digit for each person. For the enthusiastic, there is always a second hand to use to identify 5 more people to call. Through Call 5, we aim to encourage increased contact across the country. The result will be a significant reduction in isolation and loneliness, and an increased sense of belonging to a wider family and community. Anyone can do this because it involves contacting people you already know. There are no data protection complications, and it does not need supervision. Those who Call 5 are acting as caring individuals. Level 2, Call and Care. This initiative is a coordinated response, orchestrated by a church or local community organisation, where a team of volunteers will be regularly contacting allocated people to offer a listening ear. The aim is that no one is left to feel isolated, whether living on their own or looking after children, maybe with special needs, or caring for loved ones, or any other circumstances where they feel that they need some support. People need to keep the chance of speaking to each other alive, especially when they're unable to meet face to face. It is time for a quantum shift in thinking. The important thing is to consider who is known to you, what their needs might be, and how they can be supported. As well as the most vulnerable members of the community, people who may normally be seen as being busy, having busy lives, doing lots of things with numerous social outlets, may at present benefit from Call and Care. Because in fact, if you don't have those things happening, it's amazing how some people are left bereft and without. They may also be the people least likely to make the initial call themselves, as they feel that there are always others who are more needy than themselves. It is important to realise that it's not good for any of us to be socially isolated or to try to deal with this massive challenge on an island of our own. There is a need for some coordination of activity, to consider who is interested, willing and capable of joining in with offering the Call and Care contact programme. Many who have their own needs will gain from participating and making calls. And because it is telephone based, this means that those who are housebound are just as able to be part of it as anyone else would be. And in fact, it may give them something which they feel that they can contribute to and belong in. Level 3. The specialist services. You may already know what's currently offered in your own organisation or in your own area. However, it is important that it is clear that all involved know the details. Additionally, it's good to have access to a list of resources, both in the community and nationally. Premier Lifeline, the National Christian Helpline, offers a listening ear, emotional and spiritual support, prayer and signposting from a Christian perspective to all who call. We're open 9 o'clock in the morning to midnight every day of the year on 0300 111 0101. There are many more helplines and specialist agencies, and it's good to have access to the details of those which are most relevant to you in your area and for the people you'll be calling.